Alright, we are finally back. And I so wish I could completely blame this on Trins for us being gone so long, working on stuff in the background and, you know, changing the project's name over and trying to fix a bunch of back-end work, but I can't blame it all on him. Somebody's been a lazy ass and been sleeping when he's supposed to be streaming and testing. The server broke. So we're now streaming this, playing it, and hosting the server all off my PC. And we were going to test last week, but the boiler blew up. Or a couple days ago, but the boiler blew up and we couldn't figure out why. I got it running today. Got it rebuilt. By the way, I think I figured out why it blew up that neither one of us thought about.
Mm-hmm.
You changed the hatch to only allow water coming in through the input.
Oh, yeah, that one caused it.
So I'm guessing that we didn't have this turn the proper direction because we didn't need to. By the way, just so everybody's aware, rebuilding this thing in this position is a real pain in the ass. Because unlike GT5, it doesn't detonate everything around it. It doesn't completely explode itself. It only blows up the tile entities. So the boiler block itself blew up. This block blew up because that's where the water goes in. The input bus blew up. The muffler blew up, and the output hatch blew up. And the output hatch is buried right behind this block. I only made this one and this one, then couldn't figure out why the thing wouldn't form. Then I figured out that this one was missing. And the muffler, so I remade those, and then sat here at tearing this thing apart piece by piece, somehow missing the output completely. It took me probably an hour to fix something that should have taken me 20 minutes. It was a royal pain in the ass. I can say it's better than GT5, though, because in GT5, that would have been gone. Part of this probably would have been gone. I will almost guarantee at least half of this one would have been gone. There's a good chance a chunk of this would have been gone. These boilers detonate in GT5, and they fuck up everything. By the way, I would, if you can, blow the pipes out of the center. The pipe casings that run up the center, they don't blow up. I'd have blown them up too. Because that's technically where the pressure is. Anyways, we need to get to actual testing so he can get back to work on stuff. We need to get that pipe upgraded when we get done with testing. Let me find the changelog and this long list of Bear. Are you actually fucking awake? No, Bear's not actually fucking awake. Oh, good God, I forgot about Clangy over there. Alright, I'm over here. Okay, so for everybody that doesn't realize project has changed, it's now GT5R, GT5 Reimagined. He has decided to finally get rid of the stupid GTI name that nobody had a clue what the hell it meant, what the hell it was supposed to be. This is a little bit less ambiguous, and I like it. And it goes with the GT4R thing.
Plus, it means you can by punching entirely. I don't have to worry about Marissa coming back someday and not liking what I did.
Right. It's now your project and yours alone. Alright, so antimatter. Fixed non-hatch multi-blocks like the coke oven still running after invalidating the structure. So that would be this up here, which is going to be a pain in the ass to check because I'm going to have to empty a bunch of shit into my inventory. But before I do that, I'm going to make sure
No,
that
you have to empty the structure. You can just break a block and wait.
Yeah, but I got to get it to be running, so I have to get the output empty. Alright, so no input. Don't put anything else in right now. Give me that so it'll start running. And then we break those, and it turns off. Okay, there they are. Okay, revalidate the structure, and it turns back on. Alright. So, that is now fixed. Glad to see it. And now I gotta go figure out what I'm doing with these. So now I have a stack of coal coke that I don't want. Also, trends remind me to put out a version of the pack. Now that we've got a new build, with a new build name. I haven't put out a testing version of the pack in a while. I need to get it put out. If, everything, nothing blows up again. Let's see. Fixed fluid capacity of fluid hatches. I think the name thing is going to be coming up, but hatches and buses are now named more properly. So, this is 16. You can't see it in here, but we went through all of them, so I'm not going to make one to look at it, but they now have the proper amount across them. And now you have input hatches, and then you have input buses now, which I think this is named later. Welcome back, Chairman. We missed you. GT6 server will not be restarted until it's looking like June or July of next year, when we get the add-on that Boris is working on. We'll restart then. But along with the hatches, I'm looking at the change log to see If it's on the, there it is. Renamed item hatches to item output buses. That's the way GT5 did it. So, that has been fixed. Also, he got rid of the unnecessary input and output buses. We now only go up to EV instead of all the way to max, because after EV, they're all literally the same as EV. Technically, the HV and the EV are exactly the same size-wise, because you have 1 slot, 4 slot, 9 slot, 16 slot, 16 slot. So it's 1 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, and 4x4. But the reason why we left the EV, even though it's the same as the HV, is because titanium, once you get this setup over here done, once you get this done and you start processing bauxite for aluminum, titanium is easier to do than stainless steel, because you don't have to have 4 different minerals. You only have to get one thing. There is tons of bauxite in those GT6 style layers, which my render distance isn't far enough for you guys to see from here, but there's a vein right over there that I'm looking at, or trying to look at. There's just tons of it, so processing it to get the titanium out of it isn't that difficult. I'm pretty sure there's still a vein as well that has ilmenite and rutile in it as well. It's a rarer vein, but you can find it. So that's why EV got left, but nobody's going to be making input and output hatches that don't give you a reason to make them out of tungsten, steel, iridium, chromium, osmiridium, stuff like that. So we just got rid of all of the useless ones. GT Core made rubber trees only have 1 spot. Finally. Added reinforced glass and stone. So there is our reinforced glass, which somebody forgot to do the localization on. Why is it called block.gtcore.reinforced_glass? Fix your shit. Same for reinforced stone. GT2's most expensive component, iridium reinforced plate, which we still can't make. So, this is the old IC2 reinforced glass recipe with the advanced alloy, which you make with a mixed metal ingot, which you make the GT 2 through 5 way with 3 plates instead of 6 frickin' ingots. I hate the IC2 recipe for making those things. They're so ungodly expensive.
And those with 9 ingots, not 6 ingots.
Yeah, 9, sorry. But I told you I was awake. I didn't say my brain was working properly. Yes, it was 3 of each which means 9, not 6, because Trins can math and Bear cannot. But you can use zinc instead of tin. You can use brass, bronze for the middle one, and you can use just about anything that's iron adjacent for the top one. So you can use tungsten, tungsten steel, stainless steel, iron, Invar, regular steel, and even titanium you can use, and it gives you a different amount depending on what you use for the top and the bottom plates. Mainly the top one changes the amount. You can also use aluminum plates for the bottom, though I don't know. Oh, I think aluminum actually gives you a bonus over zinc, if I remember correctly. Let's look here. Oh, we can't get it to sort. Oh, yeah, I can. If I do this, I can get it to show me just the ones that use titanium. So titanium, bronze, and zinc is 3. And if I skip all the other dumb shit, titanium, brass, and zinc is 3, which is the same, which it should be. And yeah, if we use aluminum, you get a 4th one. So even though zinc is low on the usefulness, aluminum will give you a bonus. So you get 4 of them out of it. Let's see what's next on the list here. GT5R updates, added new recipes for solar panels. So, regular solar panel now uses 2 wafers, 2 basic circuits, a carbon plate, 2 soldering alloy cables, and a ULV hull. And the carbon plate is literally the IC2 reinforced carbon plate. You have to use the carbon mesh, and you have to use the raw carbon fiber. This isn't too terrible in the basic settings, but when you get to the harder settings, this is going to make this a lot more of a pain in the ass. And then when you get to the ULV, which is the one that puts out 8, we do not have the compact solar recipes the GT5U had. I hate those recipes. If you're making one that works better, make it properly. Use the gallium arsenide and the graphene. So 2 wafers again, panel, advanced circuits, 4x graphene wire, which he does not have graphene wire craftable yet. So he needs to fix that. A ULV casing again, and 2 gallium arsenide plates. And gallium arsenide is, wait a minute, this is not in the blast furnace, is it? No. Is it literally something you have to use the mixer to make? Why is this not in the alloy smelter? It's literally 2 dust put together.
Good question.
There's no shapeless crafting for it. It's one of those GT5U recipes where they decided to make it use a mixer, which is dumb. That's a way of automating making the dust. But you should have a crafting recipe to make the dust. You can just throw them together if you want, but I wouldn't do the dust recipe at all. I would do the alloy smelter one and just put them in here. At least it doesn't use the blast furnace, because blast furnace makes no sense, and I'm kind of remembering GT5 you throwing stupid shit like that in the blast furnace. Because gallium and arsenic are really low temperature materials. There's no reason they should have ever been in the blast furnace. But anyways, he'll work on that. And then if you want an actual 32 volt one, which is the highest tier you can get, you're going to use 2 more wafers, reinforced glass, data control circuits, 16x graphene wire, indium gallium phosphide plates, and an LV hull instead of a ULV hull, because 32EU, obviously, and indium gallium arsenide. Again, it's only in the mixer, which there should be a crafting one for it. You shouldn't have to make a mixer just to craft this dust. You can't put this in the alloy smelter because the alloy smelter only has 2 slots. So you will have to make it into dust for this. And we're debating on, I think we're still debating on changing the wafers to harder wafers, but we haven't got the harder wafers implemented properly because we don't want to do the stupid glowstone doped and Naquita doped. Finding Naquita to advance is such a stupid thing. If you're playing with Galacticraft, which doesn't exist for this version, in GT5U, Naquita was not difficult. You could go to the asteroid dimension, and it was all over the place. But Naquita only spawns in the end, and rarely. And at least in GT5, your only chance of getting it, unless you played with the Ender expansion mod that added more islands, your only chance of getting it was the main island. And if you got fucked on it spawning on the main island, you were screwed. Now in this version, we have other islands, but I prefer using more realistic hold on, Chairman. More realistic recipes. So we're working on adding, what is it? Phosphate doped and indium, I think it is.
Yes, indium and phosphorus doped.
Yeah, indium and phosphate doped, which are real doping that you do for those. But I don't believe he's got that implemented yet, and I don't know that we're going to do that for the basic settings for those wafers. I'm thinking that those 2 doped wafers should be a hard mode thing only, and for the basic, you'll just use regular wafers across the board. Chairman, I appreciated what you did for the past ever for us. So it is not an issue. I never took you off on purpose. So it's not an issue. Even though you were upset with me, I wasn't revoking your access just because you weren't a patron anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're a patron for life because of all of the help that you have given me and Junior. Whether you are a paid patron or not, you will always be on my end scroll thing that lists you as a patron unless you straight up tell me you want it removed. It will always be there. All right. Item hatches, fluid hatches, input and output. Yeah, we already talked about that. Added slot diversity mode to input buses. This is something that we've been discussing about doing. So basically you can use a screwdriver on your input bus, and basically what that will do is if I put these back in here, you can see that it is not accepting, it's not filling it with more steel now. Same if I put the tungsten in here, it's now not going to be able to go in because the steel is stuck in this pipe. You can see that if I do this, there's 3 steel in that pipe. But if I take that out and I put this back in, you'll see that the tungsten did not go into those 2 slots, that the tungsten is now stuck in the pipe, just like the steel was before. That way, if you want it for making stainless steel, which is the main reason for this. It's also for other things. The HSS steels is another one that would be a good example, where you need to have multiple things in there. And so if you want to automate it, this way you don't have to worry about getting all 4 or all 9 or all 16 full of iron because you're piping the iron in, or the manganese or the chromium. It'll only be able to go into 1 slot, so there's room for the other stuff that needs to come in for the alloy. So if you're doing something like this, excuse me, where you want it, you can turn it off, and then you can fill it with however much, because we're doing this manually. But if you want it to be able to automate everything into it, then you turn on the item diversity, and you're good. Are you a good streamer? No, I am a fucking shit streamer, dude. I am absolutely terrible at my job. What is next here? Removed unnecessary tiers from the buses. We already looked at that. Removed nether quartz and nether gold vanilla gen. That's something we'll look at when I generate new chunks in the nether. I'm not going to go wandering off in the nether to generate new chunks. I'm sure he tested that, and when he did it, to make sure that they were actually turned off. But that's just to turn off the random vanilla gen of nether quartz, since we have nether quartz veins. Though I still want to try to push him in the direction of GT6 nether quartz. I love the fucking GT6 bands of quartz that Greg did in GT6. I haven't discussed this with him yet, but taking out that vein and putting in the bands of nether quartz, I think would be really cool. And then taking the gold out of the little gold nugget things, those have been taken out as well. Gold should be rare. It should not be something you can just go in the nether and mine a couple blocks and get, you know, find a fucking gold vein, a magnetite gold vein, or process something that gives gold as a byproduct. Screw piglins and their gold fetish. Why does math go to see a therapist? Because it has a lot of problems. And it shouldn't be going to a therapist. Those things will rot your brain. Added a couple more tiers of small heat exchangers. Heat exchangers. So now, rather than having just the in-bar one that does 16 heat units a tick, we now also have a tungsten one, which is 128 heat units a tick, and a tungsten steel one that is exactly the same as the tungsten one, but the efficiency is 10% less. So if you want to be able to do 128 heat units a tick conversion, but don't want to waste as much tungsten, you can use tungsten steel, but you're going to take a 10% loss in your output of steam from it. So the reason why we added these is because with this, we should be able to run this very basic thorium setup back here that we have with just one heat exchanger. That way you can have a small, compact reactor that only takes 3 blocks. You don't have to put like a ton of these just to be able to run this one single thorium block. Now, it's not you'd have to have tons of these if you were going to run anything uranium through these. But with the thorium, we should be able to do a tungsten heat exchanger, and it should be able to handle this. So let's get one of those made, and let's find out if it will work. Do we have any tungsten? Yes, we do. These in here. And do we have the stuff now to make the... By the way, testing's basically over. Now we're going to work on other stuff. Do we have enough tungsten steel to get the crusher wheels done now?
We have.
Do you want to start working on putting those together, seeing if we have what we need, while I get this made?
We have 150.
Oh, we got another stack in here. So you'll have another 2 stacks yet. So if you start processing that, maybe that'll be enough. Hopefully I didn't take the tungsten you need for making the... Because we were going to use the other grinding gears, right? So I didn't have to go find a ton of diamonds, or did we get enough diamonds? Did I go... No, we only have 20 regular diamonds. I don't think that's enough to make the wheels you need. I think we were waiting on the sifter to get done, and you were adding the sifter multi-block, which hasn't been implemented yet, so we could get through all of this lazurite to run the actual diamond.
Speaking of the sister, I actually wanted to ask you if you could figure out like what the structure should look like.
Oh, yeah, we can discuss that. Put this in here. Do we want it to be a 3x3 or a 5x5? How much are we doing in this at a time? I'm thinking we might want to do... Okay, first off, what are we making this out of? How painful are we going to be on people? Because I'm thinking a lot of blocks in GT5U are 3x3, and I'd like to do something a little different, so I'm thinking a 5x5 or maybe even a 3x5 or a 3x4 like this, because basically you're going to have shelves is the best way I can explain it. I need another block. Hold on. And you know what? All my extra crap blocks are in that top chest that is unaccessible. English, Bear. English. You can do it. I have faith in you. You can make words come out of your face. Okay, so this is basically going to be hollow here. Because this is where the stuff is going to fall down. And then this layer here. Get your ass up there. This layer is going to be the fuck you. Get the fuck out of there. This is going to be the sifting area. I don't know how the hell I was still standing there. So then you're going to have another one of these is what I'm thinking. And then you're going to have another layer of these. And this is just going to repeat however many times you want to do this for however fucking tall you want to make it. Technically, you have, let's just use diamond as an example. If we put this into a sifter, you have exquisite, flawless, regular, flawed, chipped, and then the dust comes out the bottom. So you would technically have 5 layers because the diamond would come out the bottom. So what I'm thinking is on each one of these levels, like right here, this would be an output hatch. This would be, you would do 5 of these sifting levels, and each one of them would have their own output hatch, and that would be where that quality comes out of. And then the very bottom here would be the dust. So your dust would come out that one. Which, if we want to do this and make it look good, we should probably put the outputs on the 3-sided end. Although I'm pretty sure you'll just make it arbitrary and you can put it on any fucking block of that layer. But basically, this is the way I'm thinking it should look. We could do a 3x3 if you want, because it is going to look a little different. Because it's going to be banded like that. but I'm thinking because you're going to do like a stack at a time, you need surface area to work the stuff through the sifting shit. So I'm thinking like a 5x5 would probably be good, or a 3x5, not a 3x6, because some idiot can't fucking count.
Yeah, I kind of like this shape. 3x5 would make sense.
Okay, make it 5, not 6, because I'm an idiot. Yeah. All right. And then the thing is, the height is going to be ridiculous, because you're not counting the bottom layer. That's only 2 sifting layers. You're going to have 3 more of those if you do it the way I designed it. That's a lot of blocks. I don't know if we want to make it that big. I like the idea of having the hollow one because shit has to fall between. But is that going to be too much?
Well, yeah, it might be. That's going to be 1, maybe 11 blocks tall.
Yeah, that would be a bit excessive.
And it's as tall as a distillation tower.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we could just basically compact it to just 1 layer per sifting.
Okay.
I mean, it's like 1 block thick, that is, so it'll be 6 blocks tall.
Yeah. Okay, that'll pop. And then I take those out, that'll pop. And then I only have to do these.
I think I'd make it from titanium, I guess.
Titanium's... Titanium's not terrible. Yeah. Titanium's not terrible. I wouldn't go excessive with the recipe for the block, though, because of how many you're going to need if this is a 3x6 structure. We don't want this to be excessively expensive. Because each one of those, sifting levels is basically just going to be rods around a filter, right?
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't be too bad if you used rods around a filter or a frame with a filter or something.
Layers. I was thinking of doing something like this. This is the casings, and then the center would be the...
Oh, just have box. The filter ones in the center? Yeah, that would work.
Mm-hmm.
So then all of these out here would just be titanium casings.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ones in the center would be the filter blocks. Okay, I can see that. Now, are we going to put the controller here on the 3 side, or are we going to have it a broadside machine? Are you going to be presented with this wide-ass motherfucker, or are you going to be presented with this narrow motherfucker? I like the idea of it being here, being a broad motherfucker. Because you know people's going to hide it in a fucking wall, and if you hide this in a wall, you're going to be presented with the same 3x3 fucking thing, except it's, 6 tall.
Yeah, I'll put it on this side then, probably the controller.
Okay. Alright, I can go with that. And then it'll have 1 input hatch and 6 output hatches, energy input, and that's it. You don't need a muffler. And yeah, I think that'll work. Oh, hey, I've got some of your... I'm only supposed to have a stack of these. Yeah, so that'll work. And then we can use these, you can either use the filters we have that we use for making the filter things, or to fill up the recipe a little bit, we could put a bunch of the item filter things. We could put like 3 of them with a frame block or something, or even, 4 of them. Put a frame block in the center, 1 top, bottom, left, and right.
Mm-hmm.
Might be an idea. That'll eat up a bunch of people's excess fucking zinc too. Why are we out of power? Why are we no power? We should not be out of power. That's running. That's not running. Why is that not running? How in the hell did that screw up? Before I go checking to see if the redstone fucked up, let's go make sure it has lubricant, because I haven't put... Man, it's got 6,000 lubricant. How's it doing on the, It's got plenty of diesel. Hello? Where's the... Oh, the redstone goes through the block, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Structure is formed. Controller should be on that. That is on right now. That is off, which should be putting redstone into this block. Should be turning that one off. Should be turning this one, letting this one be on. So why in the hell?
Now it's running.
Yeah. Why are we not getting... Because see, there's a redstone signal coming in right here. So that means there should be redstone coming down this line, because I haven't fixed this damn thing yet. I need to get this fixed badly. Why is that not coming? That whole line is not lit. Because it's not supposed to be lit. Because it's got redstone coming through this. Okay. What did I fuck up with this? Do I have this one backwards? I might have this one backwards. That might be what it is. Hold on a second. No, because right now it should be running. So why in the fuck? Redstone coming through here. Powering that, which... Isn't this part backwards? That's locking that. That ticks away, which should be turning this off. It's not turning that off. That's what it is. This should have gotten turned off. Why is this? Ain't this supposed to be here? Okay, is it running now?
Yeah.
Okay, and then this is supposed to be that way. So now everything is running properly. And then if I end up breaking this, it didn't change it, which it's not supposed to. But if it gets a redstone signal here, it should reset this. So now they both should be off. No, because it didn't reset it. Never mind. I need to fix this. This is fucking broken. But it'll work the way it is. Alright, we got power now. Everything's fine. We're fine. We're good. Okay. This. And I need to make 4 plates. Is it 4 plates? No, it's 2. That's what I thought. It's lead that I need 4 of. Alright, so 2 of these. And then I need to make, those are small pipes. We should change these pipes in this recipe. Bandwidth is only 100 liters a tick, and we're supposed to be doing 128 heat units. I think we should make the small copper pipes bigger. It's not going to need more bandwidth through the pipe because of the amount of heat units, but it being the same size as the small one, I would make those like medium or large, so it's a little more expensive too. What do you think?
That was good.
Okay. Those. Then I need to get to 4 lead plates, which I should have some over here already. Alright, so 2 of these and 2 of these. And that's 5. I want 4. Thank you. 4 of those. And then 8 for the tungsten. Stop and have a sandwich. And we'll throw that in there. These I made up earlier when I was fixing the boiler. Those put away. Go put this block back. those. Tungsten. Hello? Oh, that's a tungsten casing, you moron. Well, you're about an idiot. Wait a minute. Yeah. It's not a machine casing. It's a casing. I got this. I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Shush it, you. You're not helping. I get casing and machine casing confused. I see casing, I think machine casing. Hope you're not using this, because I'm stealing it a second. Okay. I'm done. Okay, so now we need tag 4 instead of 8 to make my frame. And then put this and did we not add a recipe to? Apparently we didn't. Never mind. Bring my fat ass over here and do it this way. That, and that. That is our casing. Goes in the center. Alright, now, I need a empty drum.
Thanks for the grinding wheel. Seems like I'm gonna need a lot of tungsten.
How much?
Well, the gears alone is gonna need 18 times 16, which is not.
Well, at least they're tungsten steel. I thought we had it mapped out what we needed for that. Do we not have enough? Do I need to go beat up another tungsten vein? We've got 800 more tungsten in here. We can make more
I
tungsten
think it's a
steel.
matter of it's about processing the tungsten steel. So
Oh, okay. We should be able to throw some in here. Ain't this one faster? Oh, we never changed the coils on this one. We need to get the coils changed on this one. Then I think this one would be faster. Because I think it's got a higher input on it. I think this one would be overclocked. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh no, that only has an NV energy hatch. So never mind, cancel that. But we could still put it in there. That way we can have 2 of them running with it.
but yeah, anyways, for the I forgot how much tungsten steel I need for the just for the gears, which is 4.5 stacks.
Yeah, this one won't run it. I'm not sure why it won't run it. Do we need an HP hatch on that one? I can't remember. Yeah. That one's only MB. We'd have to upgrade that one to HP if we wanted to run it in there. Alright, we'll just have to let this run a bit. I'll get another stack in there. Math me up how much we need and I'll get it cooked. Alright, so this has 26 buckets of coolant in it. This has distilled water in it, which I should be able to that off. And we need to actually get water in here before we properly run this, but so we got one going that way, one going this way. I just gotta remember which one is which. Okay, so it's got 1 and 1. Alright. Put the distilled water in. Okay. Dude. I don't think I can test this. You see this? There's no tanks in here.
Oh. Yeah,
How about that?
I just forgot to do the GUI part.
Okay. So we'll finish testing that later. Alright, so how much more tungsten steel do I need to make?
Well, I think I have enough to make the casings of the grinding wheels. I just need 1.5 stacks for the gears.
4.5 stacks for the gears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we've got 4 stacks in here right now. Alright, so as long as I let that run, and we get that done, and then I'll just throw in another stack of each, just so we have enough. I'll throw this in the box over here. And I'll throw that in as this gets done. So then we'll have that all done and ready to go. And then, now, do we need to cook up regular tungsten, or are we gonna get the sifter for the diamond to be able to use the diamond gears instead of using those stupid tungsten grinding heads that are
I don't know if we have
painful?
enough for the diamond. We need 18 diamond grind heads, which is 5 diamonds each.
Yeah. But we only have 20 diamonds. Unless you're breaking up our 2 flawless there.
Even with 2 flawless, I don't think it'd be enough. because
Okay.
it's 4 diamond dust per.
Okay. Alright. How are we doing water-wise? We're actually doing good at the moment. Still think we need to change this pipe out, though. We haven't upgraded that pipe in forever. I think we want to change that out to the polyvinyl chloride pipe. Six, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 3. Let's make at least half a stack. Okay, so we need 12 per pipe. 12 times 32 would be around 400. Oh, you're making rods. Alright. I'll wait until you get that done. This is where if we weren't doing, testing, I was actually building a proper factory, we would have another one of these for doing. We'd have one for rods, one for each fucking pipe. I'm doing this a little, haphazardly in this one. Oh, have you had any luck figuring out the stupid hopper issue yet? That is still annoying.
Recently.
Or thought about adding the...
Yeah, I was thinking of adding GT offers.
Oh yeah, that'll be glorious. And if you add the GT hoppers, then there's going to be a lead version and a bronze version, which people will tend to use those instead of wasting iron. So hopefully that'll minimize the amount of people that actually try to use vanilla hoppers. Though granted, you will still have the people that set up iron farms. This is 118, so I'm pretty sure Easy Villagers exists as a mod in this. And I know you're not Greg, and you're not going to do so. He wouldn't even do it because he's an ass and won't do it in GT6. But I would so fucking put a hook in for Easy Villagers, where if you set that up, you only get poppies out. I wanted Greg to do that to fucking Iron Golems in GT6 because of all the bullshit he's gone through to make iron more difficult in GT6. I thought it was stupid to allow people to make Iron Golem farms and make free iron out of, thin air. But he said it doesn't make any sense. It isn't believable that when an Iron Golem dies, it doesn't drop any iron. I wanted them to just drop poppies and you could go fuck yourself. Because I hate fucking Iron Golem farms. And then, Easy Villager exists now, and you can just have it in one little box. And it just shits out iron for you. And poppies.
That sounds really dumb.
Have you ever seen that mod? That mod is really, really, really overpowered, man. You can pick up villagers, put them in your pocket, and then you craft this block, and you put the villager in it, and it simulates a zombie coming at the villager you put in the box, and then an iron golem spawning over lava to try to protect the villager, and then that just drops iron and poppies out. It's slow, but the fact that it's slow just means that people spam like 20, 30 of them, or put them on a server where they're just running all the time, and you never have to go mine for fucking iron. There's also an easy, with the easy villagers, there's also a piglin trader, so you can pick up piglins and put them in a box, and then you can just feed that box gold automated, and you get all the different trades that would come from piglins. You can put a villager, you can make a trader one, so that you can just feed it emeralds, and it'll give you the trade that you would get from that, whatever you had that one set at. It's a really dumb mod.
Yeah.
It was in Vault Hunters, that's why I know about it.
Of course, Portland doesn't have it.
For something like Vault Hunters, though, it kind of fits. But that's the problem with it existing for some niche mod pack like that, is that then people throw it into every other mod pack. And I'm not that type of person. To me, Vault Hunters is Vault Hunters. The stupid shit I do in that pack is exclusive to that pack. I wouldn't want to do the stupid shit I do in that pack in other packs. And in that pack, to get to Easy Villagers is expensive as hell. It takes a lot of fucking work. Where out in the wild, it's really cheap and really easy. You can do it on day one. Find a village, find a little bit of iron, craft the block, couple hoppers, you're good to go. You have iron forever. You don't have to unlock it. You don't have to do any of the progressive shit that you had to do in Vault Hunters to do so. And yes, I'm well aware Vault Hunters is not everybody's cup of tea. But it's fun. It got a little less fun when they started putting fucking carry a book or a magic wand around with your ass like everybody has to want to be fucking Harry Potter and shit. Still hate that fucking crap. Why does everything have to revolve around fucking foo-foo fairy wands? Give me a club I can carry around and boink people with. I need a boinker. Anybody starts talking about magic, I get to boink them for free. Did we ever get the... This is still running. Let me check. I was thinking we had an issue. These weren't running. Oh, they're fucking running. Oh, good God, are they running? He's chewing through those things like a fat kid through Skittles. Alright, so I need to get this fixed. What do we have on these? Hello? What was that? Ah, conveyor module. We don't want a conveyor module there. We don't need a conveyor module. These auto output. This. This. Up to here. Now, do I have a way of doing priority? I want to do priority. How am I going to do priority? Oh, I know exactly how I'm going to do this. How many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So that means I should need 5 of them. Item detector is a gold pressure plate. Alright, so I'm going to need 10 gold plates. And then 5 aluminum plates. Oh, don't let me forget, I need to fix the fucking aluminum. We're not making aluminum right now.
Okay, where's that Enderman?
We have an
Enderman
Enderman
around here.
in the basement. I don't see him in the basement, and I don't see him upstairs. I don't know where your Enderman friend is. Why are you losing your Enderman friend? Why do you have an Enderman friend?
Not a friend, it's just I've been hearing him around this area.
Oh. Alright, so we have a no aluminum fluoride and no cryolite. I'm not sure how we ran out of both of them at the same time. Somehow we managed to do so. Okay, so that's a hydrogen fluoride. This is the fluorine. Hi, Norman. How's it going? Okay, hydrogen fluoride. Molten aluminum fluoride, we just need aluminum dust, and that'll make that. And then this one is supposed to be for the... Oh, wait, we weren't doing it that way, were we? Hold on.
By the way, I found the Enderman.
Where was he?
Upstairs on top of the pipes.
Oh, I didn't even see him up there. So we need hexafluorosilactic acid, which is silicon dioxide and hydrogen fluoride. Yeah, so we just need to put that in there, and then we need alumina in the other one. And then the cryolite. Oh, you stupid thing. Is hydrogen fluoride, aluminum hydroxide, and alumina. And that's how you make the cryolite. Okay. So we have the hydrogen fluoride here, which is coming from here into there. And then it's been so long since I've done this, I'm forgetting how we... Where's the rest of the machines? That's not enough machines. Okay. So that's supposed to be outputting into here. And then that should be going into here. Aluminum. But it's been so long since we set it up, I honestly can't remember. Did you piss off an Enderman?
Yeah, I killed it.
I heard him screaming. Where the fuck did the rest of my... I'm so confused.
By the way, we still gotta go to the end sometime.
Is my headphones fucked up right now, or are you mono? Hold on a second. Okay, I think it was my headphones were fucked up. I could only hear you in one ear, and it was getting really annoying. What's up?
Good, by the way, we still have to go to the end sometime.
Yes, I know. I gotta get our asses to the end. I know. Okay. That is going that way. And that way. So what the fuck? How the fuck is this supposed to... Oh, you're fucking stupid. Holy fuck, that is like idiot levels of fucking stupid. Holy crap. Ding, ding, ding. He has a winner. The hydrogen fluoride is made here. This is the input of fucking hydrogen fluoride. This is where we make the fucking cryolite, which is why it's going into here. This is where we make the aluminum fluoride. So we need to make the hexafluorosilactic in this one, I think. Why has it got fluorine in it? Is that supposed to have fluorine in it? Fuck's sakes. I need help. It's been way too long since I've done this automation. And my brain is not liking it. Molten aluminum fluoride. We need hexafluorosilactic acid, which needs hydrogen fluoride and quartz, which is what's supposed to be in this machine. This machine is not supposed to have fluoride. How did it get it? The fluorine is coming in. Why is it connected there? Why did you do this? Why are you stupid? That's not supposed to be there. Get that the fuck out of there, please. Thank you. No. Bad monkey. This is supposed to be up here. Doing that. Which is giving us the hydrogen fluoride from here. So this needs to come the hell out of here. This should be the fluorine tank. Yeah. The fluorine should go up. Apparently not. It goes down. Okay, that takes care of that part. Nice to see that's running again. Might actually be able to start a uranium reactor soon. Problem is, I think we still need more fluorine up in this bitch because we do not have much. Alright, so this should not be outputting. Yeah, it should be inputting to the top, which it is. Yeah. And then there should be one coming to this one, so we get it in here, which we have. Okay. So molten aluminum fluoride. We need the hexafluoride. We need quartz in here. And then that will come over to... No, we need quartz in here. And then that comes over to this one. Alright. So go upstairs and get a bit of silicon dioxide. Quartz work. Just give me 4 of these. Okay, so this goes in here. That makes the water and the hexafluorous lactic acid, which should be coming into this one. This should be the water going to go out. And wait a minute. Did I do that in the right one? Yeah, I had to have done that in the right one. Wait a minute. What's coming out of there? Why is this here? I'm confused. Why did I even build this like this? I have no idea why I built this like this. Okay, so we need a filter here to make sure that that's the only thing that can go into there. Do we have any sodium hydroxide? I don't think we do. I think I need to make a setup for making sodium hydroxide. Make a run down the thing. Sodium hydroxide, we do have some. Aha. Fuck you.
Oh, by the way, Bear, back to and steel. Turns out I had 2 stacks made because it was all backed up. Of the input hatch when facing the correct direction.
Try it again when clanging in my ear.
It turns out that there's already 2 stacks of hot touches that are backed up as the input hatch on the vacuum freezer wasn't facing the right direction.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So we have more than what we thought we had. Alright, good. Alright, so hydrogen fluoride needs sodium hydroxide and alumina. And that's what should be in this one. But now this is outputting to this side, which is going up, and into there, which is where it should be. But why in the hell do I have a nanocool pipe? There's no reason to have a nanocool pipe here. That can be just a regular pipe. Unless this is outputting... I bet this is outputting water. Yes, this is outputting water, which means that we need a way of getting the water out of this, which I never bothered to do. Okay. But then this is the yep, that's the molten aluminum fluoride. So I did do this wrong, because I'm doing that in this one. This one should have been the cryolite. So this pipe should have been on this one, not on this one. But then how the fuck was I getting... Oh, maybe this was the cryolite one. I bet you this was supposed to be the cryolite one. This was supposed to be... Yep, that's what it is. Okay, I know what I did wrong. I've got my system boogered up here. How do I fix this? Alright, give me that. Stop outputting that. Open that. Give me this. And give me that. Okay. So that should be in this one. This should not have this. So that pipe needs to go away. So this needs to go into there. That pipe is now empty. Hello? Where did it go? Oh, the pipe was already empty. Okay. This needs to go here. And needs to go into here. This should be the hydrogen fluoride. So now we need to get this out of here, and we need to put this into this one. Okay. And then I'll just throw the rest of it into this one. Alright, I'll deal with that. So, can handle acids. Can handle acids. That's supposed to tell me what's in it, right? Yeah. So why has that got a MBT tag of 1 and that one have a tag of 2? The fuck now? I have no idea. Maybe one's set to auto output and the other one's not. That might be what it is. Okay, so we close that. This is where we're making the cryolite. Really, dumbass? It's really what you're gonna go with? You're about fucking stupid. Okay, ammonia in there. That'll make our cryolite. Alright. Now, we want the hexafluorous lactic acid is going to be made in here, which is outputting to here, which is inputting into here. But I don't think I did any of the filters on this one. No, that has hexafluorous lactic acid and water to the bottom. Okay. So the hexafluorous lactic acid goes into this one. And then that needs more alumina. That goes in here. That'll then output into this one. So now we can auto output on that. We get the cryolite, we get the aluminum fluoride, and we're making aluminum again. Holy crap, that was way more painful on my brain than what it fucking should have been. Wow, that was excessive levels of stupid. Alright, now we need to get the water out of this pipe, which is a fucking problem. Because what the fuck is this? Why is this a thing? That's hydrogen and fluorine. Why in the fuck is this coming into here? That is for fluorine. Why would fluorine be coming into that pipe? Fluorine should not be going into that pipe. Fluorine should be in this pipe with the fucking hydrogen. Which I have no fucking idea what the fuck all this mess is. If I talk about the fact that you need to hire a better plumber, your plumber sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, trying to figure out this fucking shit this idiot does.
And you know you can color pipes though.
That will help with this, yes. Okay, get that the fuck off of there.
And also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I actually add an additional item called a fluorine spray can, something like that.
Okay, that should be going into there. That should not be connected. And then we need the water pipe coming out of the bottom of this, which is what's supposed to be going into there. What the fuck are you? Fluorine. That's what I thought. Okay, that's what you're supposed to be. Alright. So, now, this is the water pipe. It's coming down and voiding our excess water. Okay, water's coming down there. So now we just need to connect this up to that. Small plastic pipe. This needs to be connected to that without connecting to that. So we're going to do this. Get rid of that. Close that. Open that. So now we have water in there. By the way, Trends, you're fucking shifting to look at what's in the pipe thing. I do it in GT6 now, thank you very much. And then I go, oh yeah, I actually need a fucking proper tool to do that. Dumbass. I still hate you shifting to look at what's in the fucking pipe.
Well, speaking of that, I've been working on some combat for another mod called Jade. That's supposed to be more like Whale.
Okay. Alright, so now the water should be out of there. Now we need this. I need this. Because now we need to input this back into here. So we need this to come over here, go into there, like that. And we'll put a thing like that. And now that should pull the silicon dioxide dust out of here, which is going to put it back into here, which is going to make us the water and the hexafluorosilactic acid. Why is the water not coming out?
We're out of
Hello.
power.
Why are we out of power?
Because, well, when we're out of natural diesel. And
The boiler's not running either, though.
yeah,
Why is the boiler not running?
because it's out of fuel.
Oh, because I didn't do that. I was messing around back here and got preoccupied with something else. Why are we out of nitro diesel? Because we don't have enough diesel left. We've actually ran through all of our fucking diesel. Amazingly. Alright, so we're going to have to turn off that blast furnace. We are going to have to get the damn reactor up and running. That's all there is to it. Alright, I'm cutting the power to the blast furnace for right now.
Yeah, I already disabled it.
Oh. Okay. Now, this isn't running. Why is that not running? We're full of steam crack. Okay, that's not full. That has nothing in it. That's the steam cracked naphtha, which is supposed to be going into here, which is full. Are we full of... small carbon dust? No. Alright. Oh, we're full of fucking ethylene, aren't we? Yep, we're still full of fucking ethylene. I never got that bypass put in. I need to get that bypass put in. Although we do have some... we got like 70 buckets of fuel down here. Why is that not... that should be going into this with the kerosene. Why are we full of kerosene? Why are those not running? We have that stupid one thing stuck again. Wood gas. Methane. Yes, we have that stupid one thing stuck on that. Wait a minute, that one's got plenty in it. That doesn't look like it's running though. Isn't that supposed to be like blinking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You don't have anything in them at all.
Yeah, I know. I'm not worried about that at the moment. I do need to figure that out, though. But why in the fuck is that not running? It's got a big enough fucking cable. There's nothing else coming through there. It's going into this block, which shows it's getting like 30 EU from somewhere.
Yeah, I want this one right here.
Oh, it's the creosote. The creosote one is running, which is putting power in there. Why is this not outputting? You got the soft hammer? Did it somehow get disabled?
No, it can't be disabled, so not that.
What the fuck? Okay, I took the fuel oil out of it. I just seen this one pop on. Okay, this one's running. Why is that full of fucking fuel and not running? That one works fine.
Weird.
Where is the... Machine state, no power slots, fluid in 1, EU. It says EU 104 of 20,480. But this thing doesn't... Do you have the debug tool that Greg has in GT where you could smack it and it would say if it had an error? Would this tell me if there was an error?
No.
Do you want to put in a logger to log what's up with this? Or do you want me to just wrench it and make it work?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm just...
Okay, this one stopped now. This one was running. It's full of power. It's got a place to put the fucking power. Why is it not doing so? This is an HV cable 8X. And that's an EV battery box. So we should be able to run 8 amps of power through that cable. And this is only 4. Because these aren't running. This one's running and it's fine. It's doing the 32 every little bit. These were working fine for the longest time. Now they started fucking up. This one's outputting its power fine. Although it's staying really full, which it shouldn't be. That thing should be empty. And this is an antimatter thing, which is horrible. Is there something wrong with these cables that it's not allowing the whole 8 times to go through it? Cable silver, pipe size, it's not a pipe, fuck off. Normal connection 60, virtual connection 60, connector count grid 8, node count grid 10. I have no idea what any of that means. I just wanted to tell me how much power it's got traversing through it. And it's not telling me that. Good luck, dude. Figure out what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck. This is not normal. We didn't have this problem before. These were all running before. What did you fuck with and mess up? That one's not output. That one's not even running and making power. This one's running and making power, but not outputting power. This one's running and making power, but it's not outputting it very quickly. And this one has nothing in it, but we can grab that. We can put it in here. Now this one is running just like that one. But now that this one is outputting, yeah, this cable is not letting multiple amps go through it, dude. Because now that this one's running, this one's stuttering because it can't output its power. Is it the conversion between amps? Because that shouldn't be a thing in the GT5. In GT6, we would have to have a transformer right here. But in GT5's power grid, the block did the conversion up. So we should be having like 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. 4 amps of HV coming through this cable, converting into 1 EV in here. Because we have one Lampatron in there.
Shouldn't matter. Should go on just fine. I think it's something with the cable. I don't know.
Alright, well, it's 9:30. We're gonna get the hell out of here. You can look into whatever the fuck that is. And hopefully my ass can get to hell awake on Monday. And we'll be back Monday evening for more testing if he has us a build ready. Hopefully we'll have our new sifter to play with, but I wouldn't guarantee it. Hopefully he gets that wire stuff figured out. If he gets that wire stuff figured out, what are you doing? Why are you dying? Oh.
And a hot tungsten ingot.
Yeah, I figured it out as soon as I asked. You didn't put the heat suit on. Hopefully gets that figured out. We can get that crusher built finally. And we can get our automation stuff up there working. We at least got aluminum back online, so we can now get our aluminum done. So, have a good one. Take it easy. And I'll see you guys next time.